It's a cold, rainy day in Paris, France. Heaven's waters do not pour down torrentially, but they do come pervasively. The icy moisture seems to cling to every surface and find its way into every crevice. It's days like these that make indoors truly feel like a shelter from the elements. You did not want to leave home today, but like many who follow you on the streets, you feel that you must. It's the grand opening of the Hintcord Christmas card wing at the Louvre. Considering how much it means to you, culturally, spiritually, romantically, you can't help but feel that if you didn't attend, you would be missing the greatest moment in recent history. So, as the doors open, you shuffle in, shake off your umbrella and leave it by the door, and begin walking through the exhibits. The walls are less populated than you had hoped, but nonetheless, there is masterpieces to gaze upon. The very first, right as you walk in the door, is a poignant, moving piece about the tragedy of 9/11. It's still hard to believe after all these years that Hintcord did 9/11, but what's more beautiful is how we all forgave him for it. Healing is a beautiful thing. You explore deeper into the exhibition, passing by masterwork after masterwork of winter fun, moving illustrations of the community and the glory of the season. Truly, what this contest is all about. You're certain one of these three will take home the bacon, but it's hard to say which. They're all so terribly festive. But with certainty, you know they'll all place high. Off to the side, you spy a piece you can't quite decipher. It's gorgeous. The detailing is unfathomable. The image of a king riding his horse, looking to a woman riding another, while some poor beggar lays on the ground, reaching out a hand for help that shall not come. What it has to do with Hintcord? It's hard to say. Perhaps this is metaphorical, allegorical. Perhaps Hintcord is the king, and some of us, that peasant. Perhaps that beautiful woman are the mercenaries, the apple of his eye. Perhaps it's deadlock drawing him away from his roots. Or perhaps it's completely unrelated. But your attention is drawn away as you hear a commotion. You make your way through the halls, following a crowd filled with discontent murmuring as they gather around. As you reach the back of the crowd, you see a plaque with a quote from Hintcord himself on it. Your blood runs cold as you realize the implications. You push your way through the crowd, looking upon this. This piece has nothing to do with the glory of winter. Nothing to do with festive fun. But you know in your heart, it's the truest representation of this community. You doubt it will place, but by the gods, you're glad it was made. The detail work is inspiring. Hintcord has never looked so majestic. A quote comes to mind as your eyes linger on the canvas. Art should comfort the disturbed and disturb the comforted. If that saying is true, by God, this is a work of art. A figure stands in the back of the room. He wears a trench coat, a fedora, and sunglasses. The collar is pulled up above his mouth, which helps him stifle his evil chuckle. Yes, yes! What a beautiful art piece. I love it. Of course, publicly, he'll have to act indifferent, or like it's merely a joke. He shuffles past the crowd, slipping into a back room. They must never know the true centerpiece of this exhibition. Down a dark corridor, winding deeper into the Louvre, until finally he reaches a back room. Using a scanner of his eyeball, he opens the door, revealing a pedestal lit by a single floodlight. On it, the piece of art that no one else will ever get to possess. The golden duck. This was all just a distraction. The duck going missing won't even be front page news now that this exhibition is underway.
It was only ever rumor, never seen by the public. And now it never will. Of course, it wasn't meant to turn out this way. He meant to give it to the winner, but he didn't know it would be the chimp. Yes, this is the only way. The only way to keep it safe. Forever.